Hey everyone, so I'm working on a new belt review, but what do you say we tease it a little bit and show you everything I got connected up to it? So then today, let's take a look at the current belt loadout I have set up on my HRT ARC belt. And I tried to mix it up a little bit and do something different to give you guys some new ideas for your setups. All right though, let's quit yapping and let's get to it. So as I said, today we'll be doing the belt loadout video, and soon after this video comes out, I'll have the actual review for the full HRT ARC belt. So then you're not stuck watching me talk about what I have on the belt if you really just don't give a crap. But there'll be a fancy link up here to that actual review once it actually comes out. And I'll tease a little bit and say that the HRT ARC belt takes an innovative approach to the Tegris belt design to bring some interesting new design concepts. And they also have a lock on the strongest and lightest belt connection I've used so far. I'm not joking when I say anybody with like a fixed belt setup is gonna freak out over this thing. And I talk about it a good bit during the actual belt review, but I really do think the ARC belt is the new like industry standard for rigid connection systems. I'll show you it all as we go. It's pretty amazing. All right though, let's tear into it and look at this actual belt loadout. Starting with the weak side, we see these HRT ARC Pistol Pouches. The pouch itself is Cordura wrap that goes around the entire pouch and is riveted together along the side to give a really aggressive look that flows with the design of the ARC belt underneath. Yes, you can get other colors besides multicam. When you go to purchase, you'll see all sorts of available colors such as personal favorites of multicam black, M81, and even wolf gray. Oh God. Not Jason already texted me about how he needs a whole belt in wolf gray. The pistol pouch also uses a thermoplastic insert that has a tongue in the center to hold and secure the mags. From SIG mags to 2011 mags, I was nothing but blown away with how well these mags worked. And I'm gonna be honest, if you only take one thing away from this video, it's that I actually prefer these HRT pistol and rifle mag pouches over S-Tac. And not just by a little, they are, and listen to me here, they are phenomenal. And I've spent my fair share of time with a hairdryer reshaping those S-Tac inserts. And when you pick your color when you order, you can also upgrade to Tegris pouch connectors. Hold on, how are you gonna put a 2-inch mag on a 3-inch Tegris connector? Like, why is that even an option? But whatever though, what you really want are the angled mag connectors that I'm using on this setup. These guys are cheap and work extremely well. To use these, just feed the long edge through the MOLLE on our pouch and then lock the tabs in at the bottom. Then you take the short tab and weave this in and out of our MOLLE on our ARC belt or whatever belt to get this stupidly good connection system. And you just get this ridiculous retention with this just amazing mag connection system. Plus, it turns any pouch into an angled pouch. Testing these pouches out, I was just amazed by how well the entire system worked. From retrieval to reindexing, it all felt extremely natural. And I love the way the pistol pouch itself seemed to suck the mag right in when placing it in the pouch. And I'll say it one more time, if you take one thing away from this video, it's these pistol and rifle mag pouches. And we'll get into the rifle pouch in a moment, but next down on our belt is our Spartan Blades Damysus knife. And the sheath is really doing the heavy lifting here as it has 2 belt loop connectors that I have strung over the belt. And I could have just ran it through the MOLLE, but the whole idea on this belt setup was to have like a fixed set of core items and then have a bunch of other stuff that could be easily removed and swapped out. And having the tabs draped over just makes it easy to ditch this whole bit. The sheath also has a nice lock button that I can access via my offhand to free the knife. Additionally, the Damysus knife has a great look to it with its black blade and black micardia hand grips. But to be honest, I'd probably be more likely to spread jelly on a sandwich than to fight someone with this though. But I tell you what, that jelly's not gonna spread itself. So this bad boy stays there and looks awesome in all its sandwich making glory. Moving down the belt though, we see 2 of our ARC AR Mag pouches I mentioned connected up in 2 different ways. These ARC Mag pouches use the same Cordura fabric wrap and rivet look to keep that same industrial design flowing throughout the entire belt. And similar to the pistol pouches, the ARC AR Mag pouches can be purchased in all of the same available colorways. Yes, Jason, I know they have wolf gray. Yes, I saw it. Yes, we can get you one for Christmas. And the AR Mag pouches use the same thermoplastic design as we saw on the ARC Pistol Pouch to give just an absolutely bonkers level of mag retention. And when I say best in class, I mean it. You're looking at the new leader when it comes to mag retention. And it's hard pressed to find someone that loves S-Tac more than I do. But PMag Gen 2s worked extremely well, along with my personal favorite with the Lancer mags. And again, we see from retrieval to reindexing, this rifle mag pouch just performs phenomenally. You have a clean and solid click whenever the mag is inserted, along with giving you just the right amount of retention to retrieve the mag easily. I also found the mag height to be ideal in achieving the perfect Coke can grip. And I don't think I've ever seen a bigger slam dunk when it comes to product design. And it takes a lot to get me to stop talking for once. On the belt, I connected up one of the AR Mag pouches using the HRT Tegris inserts, and on the other I connected in with the version 2 of the Guardian Warrior Solutions Raptor adapters. The Guardian Warrior guys made an update to their design to be more streamlined, and now they have an easier to use enclosure system with just a simple screw together design. And this is super similar to like the Wilder tactical pouch connection method to make like your whole belt setup come together in like 2 seconds. But the twist from the Guardian Warrior Solutions guys is that these adapters can connect into tech locks. And while you can tie in the pouch horizontally, you can also connect it in vertically or even do it canted. And then you have a quick way to swap your whole setup around for different mission sets, and then you can orient any pouch in any way you want it to. Take that, corporate greed. I think the cool guys are like taking these and putting them on the front and turning them sideways. Let's turn mine around so I can be a cool guy. The tech lock also has a segment of loop on the inside to connect into the belt while having another section of hook on the outside to retain the connection between the inner and outer belt. Now, you gotta install those little bits of hook and loop yourself, but for the $3 cost, it is way worth it. As you then have this insanely good mag pouch that you can add or remove, or even clip into a basic civilian belt configuration. And I'll put a link up here to the original review I did of like the version 1 of the Raptor adapters if you want some ideas and to kind of show off everything you can do with those. Moving back down the belt, we see my Grim Hunter Tactical Gear Medical Kit. I've shown this a few times and I love it as it has an external flap that holds a tourniquet along with a spot for markers and patches. But then the whole system opens up and you can free the underneath 6x6 pouch. And that means you could just remove it if you're in a vehicle or if you get uncomfortable and you could just stick it in a pocket or something. And Grim Hunter actually did a solid upgrade on this inner 6x6 pouch to give you more options to hold your medical gear securely and have it all organized neatly. This is far better than the pouches that just have the one big open pouch where you look like a crazy old lady with medical equipment smashed in everywhere. And I'd be pretty pissed if I had to use your medical kit and then I open it up and it's just a bunch of crap all randomly in a bag. The medical pouch is also connected in using our Guardian Warrior Solutions connectors, and I actually used 2 tech locks. As the rear of the HRT ARC belt doesn't have a sleeve, these tech locks have that extra hook section added to just add a little bit of extra connection to the inner belt system. You'll see in the belt review that you don't really need it, but having that quick release on a whole medical setup is a pretty huge bonus. Moving down the belt here, I used another Guardian Warrior Solutions adapter to make a comms and tool combo. On one side is the Grim Hunter radio pouch, and then the Grim Hunter Multitool pouch. And you could do a bunch of different stuff in this configuration if you wanted to, but I just found the Multitool and the radio pouch to be a really smart combination to put together. As it just makes for a really cool setup I can remove and then add in my civilian setup to add some basic tools and comms to whatever I'm doing. And the whole quick disconnectability of the Guardian Warrior Solutions adapter is just a huge bonus as I can flip out whatever I need as the mission changes in just a few seconds. Back on the belt though, we come to our modular holster adapter that I cleaned up with some Reese Wrap to make it actually multicam black again. And I got the multicam black anodized ones from GBRS, and those fart bags gouged the hell out of me on the price when those first came out. And the anodizing turned into a lovely purple. Great job, guys. So thanks Reese Wrap for this awesome Cordura cover to make it actually black again. I then used my normal QLS system into a Vastus 9-toes leg strap. And with the rigidity of the entire system, I could probably ditch the Vastus and the whole leg strap, but the modular holster adapter always ends up just digging into the side of my leg. So it stays on for now. Lastly on the belt, I stole a Defense Mechanisms G-hook adapter off our axle belt and hooked in some triple-aught design, topographical design Pig Delta gloves. These give you the same tactile feel the Pig Delta gloves are known for, with a bit of that Topo flair on them. And I don't know why adding a Topo design just instantly adds like $50, but I love the look of them. Now I just have to actually use my gloves for once. But that's everything on the belt if you're curious about how I have it all set up. I did my best to show you some different ideas of how you can use some of the really cool products on the market to make your whole belt a little more versatile in both tactical or civilian use scenarios. But I do still have to show you this whole badass ARC belt. So make sure to stay tuned as we dive into the HRT ARC belt review, where we test it out and see where it ranks amongst the other belts. And I think you're all going to be excited about that one. But I want to say thanks to all of our Patreon supporters and all of our YouTube members. You guys make all this possible, and I just owe you so much, and I have so much thanks for you. And I want to say thanks to everyone that likes, comments, and subscribes. Comment down below what you would do different on this belt loadout setup. All right, everyone, Walsh out. I think it got cloudy and not cloudy and not cloudy like 80 times.